at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government approves upgrade of LASUCOM into University of Medicine and Health Sciences. Federal government plans tax overhaul to access $750 million World Bank loan. On the foreign scene, Japan's ruling coalition loses majority in parliamentary election. And in sport, Nigeria's Flying Eagles defeat Niger Republic in semi-final of Waffle B tournament through to 2025 Under-20 AFCON. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Tolani Sule, says the State Executive Council has approved the upgrade of Lagos State University College of Medicine, LASUCOM, to a specialized medical university to be named University of Medicine and Health Sciences, UMH. Sule stated this at the Conference Hall Tetfont Building, LASUCOM premises, during a stakeholders meeting jointly organized by the Ministry of Tertiary Education and Ministry of Health, with the management teams of LASUCOM and Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH, in attendance. He noted that the draft law to establish the university has also been approved for submission to the Lagos State House of Assembly. Commissioner for Health, Abayomi, said a sizable expanse of land has been made available at Ketu Ejiri in Ekwe to serve as the main campus of the university, which will house the administrative buildings and the basic medical science programs. Abayomi also said the clinical training will be at LASUTH and other designated clinical training facilities across the Ibile administrative divisions. He explained that the innovative plan will allow the new university utilize the clinical personnel and infrastructure of other well-equipped general hospitals and even some private hospitals and laboratories in Lagos for training of a much larger number of medical doctors and other health professionals. A nationwide test and treatments for blood sugar and hypertension targeting 10 million Nigerians to ensure diabetes and hypertension is reduced to the barest minimum kicks off today across the country. The health program, organized by the Nigerian Governors Forum in collaboration with Commissioners for Health Forum, will run through the 3rd of November. Commissioner for Health in Lagos State, Abayomi, urged Lagos residents to take advantage of the program tagged Know Your Numbers, Control Your Numbers, 10 million project movement. According to him, hypertension is responsible for 10 million deaths every year in the world, while 800,000 Lagosians walk with the condition every day. Speaking on risk factors, Abayomi encouraged residents to embrace a healthy lifestyle, eat balanced diet, reduce sugar and salt intake, alcohol consumption, exercise regularly, stay physically active and maintain a healthy body mass index and avoid smoking.
Very common in Nigeria and in Lagos. It is possible to have both hypertension, diabetes, and often obesity at the same time. It is the leading cause of heart disease and stroke and kidney failure all over the world. It can be prevented and it can be treated. So it is not a death sentence. What is important is that you identify yourself as being a hypertensive or a diabetic and you seek appropriate medical treatment.
Earlier, the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omotosho, called on journalists to participate in the campaign because of stress associated with their job.
But thank God, because of medical science, because of doctors, today we do not need to fear. Then what we need to do is to just show up, get tested, and then get the required drugs for our condition.
The free blood pressure and sugar tests will be available at the various primary health care centers and general hospitals across the state to raise awareness and provide free screening for the two leading non-communicable diseases, hypertension and diabetes, commonly known as silent killers. The Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, has hinted at plans to ban textile waste at all landfills across the state, noting that it is a valuable resource that can be recycled to earn income. Loma Managing Director Muyiwa Gbadegeshi gave the hint at the Lagos Fashion Week, speaking on the theme fostering a sustainable fashion ecosystem as part of the Nigeria-Netherlands exchange program for the circular fashion industry. Gbadegeshi emphasized that addressing textile waste is crucial for building a more sustainable and equitable fashion industry, given that it is an essential component of the 13,000 metric tons of waste generated daily in the state. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, has reiterated its commitment to protecting Nigerians in the diaspora under President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, which gives priority to combating human trafficking and safeguarding the rights of Nigerian citizens at home and in the diaspora. NIDCOM Chairman Abike Dabiri Ewa stated this as the Commission rescued 17 Nigerian girls trafficked to Ghana and returned them to Nigeria, arresting 5 of their traffickers. The rescued women aged 18 to 29 came from various Nigerian states, including Anambra, Abia, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Imo, Edo, and Ebonyi. They were reportedly lured to Ghana under false promises of employment and subsequently forced into exploitative situations and sworn to secrecy. Dabiri Ewa said the rescue operation was coordinated by the Ghanaian Anti-Human Trafficking Police in collaboration with the Nigerians in Diaspora Organization Ghana and the Nigerian High Commission in Accra. She stressed NIDCOM's determination to rescue more trafficked Nigerians with the help of various stakeholders, noting that many are still waiting for assistance. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government is pressing ahead with critical tax reforms, and not just to boost tax revenue and efficiency, but also to meet the requirements for a $750 million loan from the World Bank. This loan project is a part of the broader $2.2 billion approved by the World Bank for Nigeria in June to bolster Nigeria's economic stability and support its vulnerable populations. The second part of the loan package was for the Nigeria reforms for social. The second part of the loan package was for the Nigerian reforms for economic stabilization to enable transformation, development, policy, financing program project. For the second loan, the report says the federal government had obtained $751.88 million out of the approved $1.5 billion so far. The report says disbursement for the first loan is tied to specific fiscal and governance conditions under the Accelerating Resource Mobilization Reforms (ARMOR) program. The program includes 3 main result areas: implementing tax and excise reforms to increase value-added tax collections and excise rates on health and environmentally friendly products, strengthening tax and customs administrations to enhance VAT compliance and audit effectiveness, and safeguarding oil and gas revenues by increasing transparency and net revenue contributions. The mining marshal of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has cracked down on illegal mining sites in Nasarawa State. In a bid to intensify the war against economic sabotage, the mining marshal arrested 2 locals and 3 foreign nationals. The Commander General Mining Marshals, John Onoja, stressed a strong commitment to protecting the nation's critical infrastructure and ensuring sustainable mining practices. It's a record that the federal government launched mining marshals for the NSCDC to checkmate illegal mining of solid minerals across the country. Now to foreign news. The coalition by Japan's ruling Liberal Democratic Party, LDP, has lost its majority in parliament, its worst result in over a decade. The LDP and its coalition partner, the much smaller Komeito, have taken 215 seats together, falling short of the 233-seat majority needed to govern. The election was called by the LDP's new leader, Shigeru Ishiba, just days before he was sworn in as Prime Minister, but the loss of his party's parliamentary majority has now put political future into question. In a speech on Monday, he said the LDP had received severe judgment and then they would humbly accept this. In our sport, Nigeria's Flying Eagles came from a goal down to defeat Niger Republic in the semi-finals of the WAFU Zone B tournament in Togo on Sunday. The win means the Flying Eagles have qualified for the 2025 Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. The coach Aliyu Suberu-led team will now take on rivals Ghana in the final on Wednesday. The Flying Eagles would hope to defend their WAFU Zone B title, which they won in 2022 under Ladan Bozo. Meanwhile, next year's Under-20 AFCON will serve as qualifiers for the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. And that is our news at 10. Just before we go, always carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, try the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Tolani Sule, said the State Executive Council has approved the upgrade of Lagos State University College of Medicine, LASUCOM, to a specialized medical university to be named University of Medicine and Health Sciences, UMH. The federal government is pressing ahead with critical tax reforms, not just to boost tax revenue and efficiency, but also to meet the requirements for a $750 million loan from the World Bank. Also told you that the coalition led by Japan's ruling Liberal Democratic Party, LDP, has lost its majority in parliament, its worst result in over a decade. And in sport, Nigeria's Flying Eagles came from a goal down to defeat Niger Republic in the semi-finals of the WAFU Zone B tournament in Togo on Sunday. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. I am Dele Agadumo.